The finals! We are in the winner bracket final, everybody. Tomb of the Spider Queen, ladies and gentlemen. The first map in the best of 5 series between 30k and Squeal Team 6. So, off we go. We are essentially down to the last 4 teams. We are playing all of this on the North American server. We had 2 European teams sign up for the qualifiers, HGC EU LUL, around Hanzo and Dino, who got eliminated in the round robin. And then the Enjoyers, who are technically still in, but they lost in the first round, find themselves now in the losers bracket. We have a double elimination system here, and the remaining 3 teams, the Anaclown Association and the 2 that you see in this series, are of course all from North America, with 30k definitely being the big favorite. I mean, they've been doing absolutely insane, and yeah, it's crazy. So Uther gets banned, we have Junkrat also banned out, the ban on Blaze, and Maiev gets the axe after our Q's performance with Maiev in a lot of the round robin games. People are quite hesitant to give her over to him. Caterpillar again with Diablo. So far the 2 tanks he probably played the most is Diablo and Johanna. But when he gets a chance to go for Dibbles, he definitely goes straight for it, and he has been the OG bully. I love Diablo. Diablo, when you have a good Diablo player, is just amazing. It's one of those moments also where I miss Breeze a little bit. Was obviously one of the OG Diablos and just absolutely insane on the hero. But there's a lot of strong Diablo players still around here. We get Hogger, we get Hanzo. So, with Tomb of the Spider Queen being our map, that already gives you some interrupt potential right away, of course. If anything, I'm a bit surprised that they didn't lock in Johanna very early. I would have assumed that this being Tomb of the Spider Queen, Jojo is going to get a quite high priority. And given the fact that Diablo has already been picked for 30k, I guess Johanna gets banned out next. Nice combo now also with Urel. So, and we get Brightwing for Legacy. It's actually a bit scary because this is a lot of the power picks for the blue team. Liam has his Urel, Caterpillar has Diablo, Legacy loves to play Brightwing and gets it now. So, I would be a bit worried if I am the Squeal team already. And I think they're gonna ban out Johanna. 30k that is. So, yeah. Chromie gets banned. And this is, yeah, this is a little bit dangerous. At least they're banning out Chromie, so Madara is not going to be able to get the Chrome Star. And now, of course, the question is very quickly, what is the final ban? Is it Johanna? I think she would be a great ban here, but you can also just try to remove something else from Chaotic, maybe. And they're banning Varian. They're more worried about some taunt combos than about Jojo getting all the utility with the interrupt that she gets with a quick shield clear, or of course with all of the AoE damage, but they're going for Garrosh instead. It's actually wild. From a European perspective, looking at this draft, it's kind of crazy when Tomb of Spider Queen and Johanna has neither been banned nor picked. That's bonkers. Also, quick side note here, the HGC 2024, the Hanzo Genji Cup, we have this all thanks to Psyche, thanks to Kevin. The prize pool for this tournament is $1,000, and we have no special rules for the draft. So as this best of 5 series continues, there's no pre-bans, no shenanigans where you can play hero only once, none of the sorts. This is just a vanilla small tournament that we have. We get Tacita, we get Tracer, and that leaves us with our final pick for Chaotic. And I am pretty curious how especially Madara now performs on Tacita. He can produce a couple of walls for Diablo too, and I think this is part of the idea behind the pick, so that he can set some walls up that Diablo can push people into. But our final choice, our final hero choice for the red team is Tychus, and with that, let's head into game number 1 of the best of 5. Game number 1, 30k on the left with Madara on Tacita. We got Legacy and Brightwing, Liam on Urel, Caterpillar on Diablo. Very likely going to benefit from the walls that Tacita is going to put up. And then we have Cure on Tracer. Over on the right side of the map, it's the Squeal team with Porky on Garrosh, Nintori on Deckard Kane. We got Brandon on Hanzo, Chaotic is playing Tychus, and we get Naz on Hogger in game number 1 of the best of 5 series here. Can the Squeal team take down 30k? Am I going to get a bit of a surprise, or is the blue team just going to continue this absolute murder spree that they have been on throughout this entire tournament? They lost a single map one map. If I'm not mistaken, it was against the Anti-Clown Association in their final series in the round robin, so in the best of 3. But yeah, right now we have for Tacita the Cyan Fusion right there. So going for some extra AoE, and obviously Cure rushing around on Tracer is also going to be quite a bit of fun for him, just trying to poke those out slowly. Yeah, then on the other hand you have Garrosh, and he's trying to prep it up for a kill against Diablo, and that's actually happening. So here is the opening kill. Nicely done. Great job. So initially it's Garrosh that moves in. Porky with a money pick. Yay! Money pick! Woo, woo. So Porky for the Squeal team with a money pick. Perfect. And he preps the kill for Chaotic. And actually, I think the last time that we were in a situation like this, it could be that we are getting again in the rhythm. Normally when you see Diablo, you would expect the bigger they are. But if they go for in the rhythm again, then, well, Garrosh can set up some opportunities for Chaotic to very quickly get halfway decent stacks on his minigun duration. And that would, of course, be pretty neat. Cure. Oh. Oi, oi, oi. That grenade. Right wing moving in, but that looked dangerous for a moment. So, Deckard Kane, the old man, is still jumping around here. But this was a bit dangerous. That was definitely... This could have gone very badly for him. Now, the wall is already out. Looks more like a bridge, right? I mean, am I the only one that looks at those Tacita walls and, like, sees a bridge? I could totally, like, again. We get Master Assassin, so he goes for the passive for Odin. Trying to play around that. Oh, nice. Porky. 20 gems. They try to save him, and they can. Yes, they can. But clutch. And now Liam might have gone out a little bit too deep, but he's also able to escape. Oh. And that got dangerous for a moment. But yeah, the more I think about it, the wall, that's a bridge. That's not a wall, that's a bridge right there. So, yeah. Maybe Tacita is getting too big for his bridges. Alright, that was really bad. I haven't really gotten away with any like horrible jokes today yet, so yeah, this wasn't even like, didn't even make any sense. But yeah. Just take it. Well, you kind of have to. So, in the meantime, all the way at the top. Alright, screw it. Like, the one thing that amuses me still is that sometimes people are actually coming into YouTube videos or even into Twitch chat and they're just like, like, why are you always, like, your jokes aren't funny, like, you should focus on the game. I was like, dude, you can just fuck off if you don't like it. I mean, nobody forces you to watch any of these games. So it's always amusing to me. Garrosh is down. Ooh, when they lose Tiger. That's a lot of gems down the lane. Like, if you guys, like, cast... How many thousand games, tens of thousands of games have I now casted in Heroes of the Storm? And at some point, I mean, honestly, you just... Especially when you cast solo, you have to make things a little bit more interesting for yourself. Yeah, not every joke lands with every person, but... Why are people sometimes thinking that any cast or any commentary should cater to them personally? So if there's a joke that they don't like, the person commentating the game should now change their style to cater to only them. It's ridiculous. All these elves and entitled little fuckers. It's my favorite acronym, by the way. Tracer down. That's 2 kills to 2. This is actually a little bit closer in the early game than I even expected. But yeah, so if you actually watch any of my content, you ever find yourself in a position where you feel the need to tell me how to like do any of the commentary, I can only recommend that you click the X at the top right of your screen. If it's on my private channel, you will have to deal with my jokes. They are stupid, they're sometimes dumb, sometimes I go on rants, but it's just what it is. If it's an official tournament anywhere, then hey, that's a different story. But if it's on my private channel, sometimes we just want to shoot the shit here, so it is what it is. Either you deal with it or you don't, but I'm not gonna change. That's another bridge. He's actually, Madara is a bit low here and gets the save. I thought for sure that they could take Brandon out here, but not quite. Chaotic. Yeah, they go for Diablo again. That's a kill. Caterpillar is down. Caterpillar is No way he survives. Oh my god! Caterpillar is alive! And they killed Hanzo. Blue team is also now getting their web weavers, but damn son, how the hell did Diablo make it through that fight? Oh, well, those were some big plays over here. So yep, not too bad. Now down at the bottom of the map, Hogga still going up against Liam in the 1v1. Liam with his Urel, and this is gonna be a pretty big push now too, because it could end up with an early level 10 ability in the hands of 30k that they can use together with the web weavers. So yeah, with that now we're having, come on, level 10. Also, in the middle, Madara still attacking. There's level 10 right there, and we get Archon. Alright, let's go. Let's get some Archon power into the game. And they're gonna drop forwards here. There's the wall, the stun. Awesome. Look at Tassadar. Tassadar is Donald's boy. He has the best walls. His walls are amazing. You can ask anybody. Anybody's gonna tell you. Walls are fantastic. It's a great wall. It's a fantastic wall. That's another good wall. Fantastic wall. Such a good wall. Alright, and they get another kill because of it. Hanzo's down. Guys, they are absolutely crushing it. 30k, they are the team to beat here. They have an absolute all-star lineup. We've been talking about this ever since the tournament started. It's just awesome to see these guys sign up here. 5 kills to 2. Squeal team throwing everything that they have against their opponents right now, as Porky is trying to prevent more of the gems being turned in. They don't have a full turn in just yet. There's still plenty of gems in the hands of the Squeal team that would allow them to at least get their first one. But now 30k is also inching closer to getting another turn in for themselves. Yeah, and Tori in particular with the 38 gems is obviously a prime target now for 30k. So if they can have a good line on Deckard Kane, that would be great for them. Let's see if they can pull that off. Liam now down at the bottom of the map, about to lock in another set of siege giants for them. And at the top, red team is trying to push and get the turn in, but interrupt, as Caterpillar might have just sacrificed his life. No? Rest of the team has come in. Lulnado is out too, but Brightwing gets out with a heal. Hogga on the other hand with the Hoarder pulled. Maybe a little bit too deep, my friend. Caterpillar gets hit, so does Tassadar. Oh, the grenade! And Legacy is the first one to fall, with Diablo being a close second. So it's a double kill against the blue team. They want Liam, and I think Urella's fine. But kudos to the Squeal team. They're really fighting back here, and they're making it difficult for 30k. Big plays being made. By now we have turn-in happening. Naz delivers the 25 that he was holding. So they're 15 short of getting the first Web Weaver wave. And Chaotic out of Odin by now, so maybe they can make a move here. Cure's obviously back, but the turn-in has happened. Yeah, and Cure gets taunted. Gets taunted and killed. Tracer gets eliminated. Oh, but they get the counter kill on Porky. So now Garrosh is gone. Garrosh gone. That was a big one. That was an important one. That was well done. Caterpillar. Yeah, he's tapping the fountain right now. Still at the bottom of the map, the Siege Giants doing some work here. Level 13 talents kicking in too. And they're going straight up for the next fight. Brandon! And he gets out. They haven't really gotten any value out of the Web Weavers just yet though. And Garrosh is now coming back, but it still gives them some extra time to defend. So Madara is dealing with the one at the top. Has to be careful that nobody is able to jump on him. Arrow to save the day for Tychus, but he's not quite out of the woods yet. He's pretty low, and he had 34 gems, so he is able to get out. But this also wastes more of their time. And even Archon has been popped by Madara, so the entire top defense was pretty straightforward. And the rest of the map is also fully safe. So whereas 30k was able to get a fort with Web Weaver Wave number 1, Squeal team has basically just gotten some map presence. And that's it. So now they go for Diablo again, and even with a heal from Brightwing, Diablo's down. Caterpillar is really starting to get farmed a bit, isn't he? That's the third death against him. Cure's able to get out. Lulnado. Liam pops his ult, plays it safe. Hoarder pull engaged by Naz. Madara is about to die. Yeah, Liam is coming in. He wants to hold at least the gems. Gets immediately thrown, able to get away for a second, but he dies too. 41 gems now for Chaotic. They got another turn in, and I gotta say, 30k is actually losing way too much ground right now. All of a sudden, it's 8 kills to 6, and the red team is about to get another turn in. So they get the 2 turn-ins in a row. This one should allow them to take some forts out, but that is some sexy plays that the Squeal team is making. They want to cause the upset here. They want to ensure that their opponents are going to lose lots of ground on this one. Because, again, there's a chance. If they can send 30k into the losers bracket, that would be pretty big. And just look at Diablo. Gets isolated again. Right wing to the rescue. Legacy is saving the day for now. They're really trying and trying to go for another quick kill. Arrow, oh yeah, this one is not hitting anything. But that could have been bad. I mean, imagine that arrow connecting and then getting a kill just as the web weavers are touching ground. That would have been a disaster. So now Tassadar with the defense up at the top. It's Hogger that jumps in immediately. Wall is already out. Tracer gets killed. Oh, Cure is not having a good day. He just, oh no, that's 33 gems. 30k is getting murdered. 30k is getting absolutely crushed all of a sudden. Brightwing is about to go down. And to tell you the truth, I mean, let's just not sugarcoat this. 30k needs to get their shit together. If not, the Squeal team is going to be able to take him down. Hogger at least gets killed. Liam might get away and does. But there's multiple forts that are now falling. The one in the middle just has been destroyed. The one on the bottom is going to fall. Tassadar defended the top. So this is getting dangerous. I mean, very dangerous for 30k. For the Squeal team, that's fantastic. They're now ahead by half a level, by 4 kills. They removed a lot of the gems from the opponent. And let's see what 30k can do here. Because currently they need a turn-in. They need to take a couple of structures out, I suppose. Close the gap in experience. But first and foremost, they need to stabilize. Tracer died 3 times. Diablo 4 times. So things are tough for them. That turn-in should be a freebie. Well, Madara might get interrupted here. They want the wall. Didn't quite work out. Maybe now. And it's the end of Garrosh. Alright. Porky pokes his head out for a second. And there's the kill. And it seems like they want to go for boss. No, they decided against turning in. Well, they still turn in, but they decided against turning in at the bottom. So now get the turn in, but they want the boss as well. And they go for it. And with 4 heroes on the map, it seems like they're willing to fight. Nah, they're just trying to force them back. They're trying to force them back here. Or go for a quick kill against Diablo. Caterpillar's fine. Hoarder pull is used. Caterpillar might still fall, but there is Tychus destroyed. Tychus is dead. Urel moves away. Boss still an option for them. And with only 3 heroes remaining on the map for the red team, there's just no way they're now going in for it. So yeah, boss is taken. Web weavers are already on the ground, and now the chance, of course, to take a few more structures out. Specifically, the web weaver at the bottom of the map is not getting targeted by anyone. Bit of a barbecue move. They want Brandon. Close call. That wall, though. Diablo! And he's dead. He's in tower range. Oh, the arrow also connecting, but it was too short distance. Now the boss has taken the fort at the top lane out. Another web weaver is dropping the fort at the bottom of the map. It's an interesting game now, because in experience, 30k is now ahead again. They're still behind in kills, but the game is all over the place all of a sudden. And Diablo is dying a lot in this game, but then at the same time, he also got value for the team. Yeah, but Tassadar gets murdered. They still get damage in on that keep, and while that happens, the bot lane also gets opened up. I mean, at least the wall or part of the wall is going to fall here. So it's an interesting game that we're looking at right now, and it's a much closer one than I personally expected. Given the track record that 30k has in this tournament so far, I thought they would be way more dominant. You can argue that they're still behind in kills, but they have taken the lead in structures, which is obviously one of the more important ones now. Even the top keep has dropped down to 50% HP. 55. Not enough turn. Actually, it's kind of funny because they have essentially the same amount of gems now. 27 on each side. So nobody has a huge amount of gems still saved up that they could use to get turn-ins and get into a better spot here. So yeah, that's right now at least not a thing. So as it stands, we have the attack potentially against Cure again at the bottom of the map. Urel is now also moving back. The Siege Giants are still active. The teams will hit level 20 roughly around the same time. But Porky is looking for a target now. Yeah, Tracer would be a nice one. If they can take Tracer out again, she's definitely a threat. Also, we get more and more stacks for Caterpillar. He's obviously attempting to get his soul stacks back. He's sitting on 45. Urel, Porky nearly got the hit here. As the Warlord's challenge though, but damn, Caterpillar, whenever he gets hit by that full setup, he is really in trouble. 10 stacks also for Tychus, just saying. Whoa! Porky with less than 200 hit points. But he survives. And even with all of the walls that are being put in play by Tacita, they're just not able to get another kill here. But it was close for both frontliners. For Hogger and for Garrosh. Now they can turn in some of the gems that they have. And deliver a few. Not too much yet. Madara gets away. And Nas, every time Horda pulled, is immediately out. He doesn't hesitate for a second. Diablo with the Hellgate gets away. Maybe now a chance. They're trying to go for Tacita. Porky might be in trouble on the other hand though. Porky and Tychus both in trouble. Garrosh is the one to fall. Cure needs to be careful here. Liam with a perfect play there to shut down Hogger. And there's the big opportunity. Hanzo is gone. Maybe they can kill also Tychus. But thanks to Deckard Kane and the Lulnado, they're able to walk away. So now there's a chance to go for the keep at the top. They're escorting their minions in. And this is going to be the keep. Nicely done. 24 gems in their hands, and they want to go for a core? Ooh. First they're going for Tychus, and they get him, don't they? Tychus is gone, and now the chance to go for the core itself. Lulnado still active, 20 seconds for Garrosh. They drop Deckard Kane, and Tori gets murdered and blown to pieces by Brightwing and Tracer. And here it is, the 5-man team wipe. As Hogger dies too. That, ladies and gentlemen, is 14 kills to 13 and the lead in the best of 5 for 30k as they win it on Tomb of the Spider Queen. GG.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Yeah, a bit of a close game number 1 as we are heading for Alderac Pass, our second map. 30k against the Squeal team. And yeah, I gotta say, blue team, solid towards the end. But there were a couple of moments where I really thought, okay, the Squeal team is now just gonna run over them. Gonna go through them like hot butter through cheese. And, well, didn't quite happen. Squeal team was having some issues towards the end. But yeah, we'll see. And again, if you guys don't have your hot butter through cheese mug yet, or t-shirt, you can still get that. The link is in the description. We have finally hot butter through cheese merch in the shop. You guys have been asking for a long time for that, and we finally made it actually. So if you haven't seen it yet, it's glorious and you should check it out. So yes, hot butter through cheese, the only one. Hanzo gets banned. And we have a quick ban. Again, Maiev gets banned out. Cure with Maiev is a monster. Alderac Pass, of course, is also changing the dynamic a little bit between some of the heroes. We could see a Nuburak again. It's the pick that we've seen on the NA side a lot. So, yeah, they still like to cheese away the objective. I want to say that on this map, I believe just in general, the objective focus is a little bit more present for NA teams than for European teams. European teams sometimes ignore the first objective in particular for quite some time. Now we get Sylvanas as well. She's obviously always fantastic if you're just trying to empower any kind of push or even shut one down. Brightwing gets banned. This is something that has happened multiple times also in the round robin phase, just targeting Legacy a bit and one of his primary heroes that he usually tries and play. And that allows Caterpillar to go again for Diablo. So Dibbles is the Lord of Terror. He got targeted a lot and had at points a tough time in game number 1, but he also had a lot of really good moves where he was able to set up kills for the team. Now obviously it still stands to reason that they want to combo something with this. If they're going for Leo as a side laner, for example, you can make with an Entomb the same wall plays that they just made with Tacita. I kind of doubt a bit that they would go for that straight away, but it's definitely an option. Now that Blaze is taken, even more so. But you have a lot of strong side laners. Liam, for example, could still go for his preference pick and pick Urel here. She's amazing with Diablo, and Liam is playing a mean Urel. So, definitely an option. Hogger is up though, so they decide in his favor. And we get Lucio this time from Legacy. So, it's gonna help people to rush around the map a bit faster. Blaze, Junkrat, yep, Brandon over here. Jet propulsion, a couple of traps on the map as well. And Genji gets banned. They're really just like trying to target Q at this point. Look at that MM thing, like, okay, how can we deal with this? How can we take Q out? So Madara and Q are the final two. Madara very likely going to reach for a mage on this one. At least I assume that is a fair guess. And here comes an Uberak. So yep, they ban him out this time. Don't want to deal with that beetle cheese. Well, you can just simply lock the objective in if nobody's paying attention. Those grunts are just unreliable. They're a little bit like the catapults that are pushing through a lane and get stuck behind siege giants. The grunts are just like too easily distracted. Nexus ADHD is what they are. So, double pick. Let's go. What are we getting here for Aldrich? We get Stitches and we get Anduin. He was actually banned out against the Squeal team in one of the previous matches, but now Stitches is in together with Anduin. So you have a jet propulsion. I mean, they played it essentially with the same combo. You have the trap when Stitches goes Gorge. You have the jet propulsion. Anduin, once that you Gorge. Quick pull. And, well, are we getting Medivh? Nah, Zeratul. Zeratul and Chromie. Now, Zeratul, if he decides that he wants, in this case, to go for Void Prison, he can play a bit around Gorge from Stitches. And then on top of that, you can obviously also try and set Void Prism up with an Apocalypse. Now, normally from Zeratul players, we're getting Might of the Nerazim these days. You really want to be aggressive against backliners like Junkrat and Anduin with it. So there's a couple of different ways on how they could actually play this. Chromie can also be a huge pest against Stitches plays. But as expected, Madara is going for that mage. As we're heading into game number 2, the final pick for Chaotic, it's Sergeant Hammer. It's Hammer time, baby. Alright, the Squeal team. Look at that. They go for the Panzer. All direct pass, everyone. Map number 2. Game number 2, the lead goes to 30k in this best of 5 here in the winners bracket final. On the left, Chromie, played by Madara. One of the heroes that will make Sergeant Hammer's life a lot harder. We have Liam playing Hogger, likely gonna go Horrorpull, I suppose, and dive in. Well, actually a good and well-placed Shockwave is also quite nice here. So, Cure is playing Zeratul, currently with the Might of the Nerazim build. We got Caterpillar on Diablo, and we have Legacy on Lucio. Over on the right side of the map, the Squeal team, trying to tie the series with Porky on Stitches. We got Chaotic on Junkrat, Brandon on Sergeant Hammer, Nas on Blaze, and Nin Tori is playing Anduin. Bit of a normal choice now on the level 1 talent for Porky, who's apparently having quite some fun here in the middle. Like going full on dancing. Patchwork Creation as his weapon. Oh. 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 Nope. Get close though. Nice hook, and Legacy was in some serious trouble there. Looked for a moment like they might even be able to walk away with an early first blood, but not so much. So, Stitches. It's gonna be a fun one, honestly. With Stitches landing a couple of decent hooks, this could change a lot of things very, very quickly if they play their cards right. You get that Gorge later, you follow it up with Junkrat, and I want to see how they're also utilizing Sergeant Hammer as this continues. Obviously, for Brandon, they will need level 7 so that they get the Hava Siege mode. But, yep, make this one happen. So, and a couple of nice helping hands could also be pretty good. You have now 2 pulls, essentially. You have a helping hand from Stitches, and you have Anduin with the pull, and later on when he hits level 16, he's going to get the double, of course. So, even more. Now, top side. Yeah, this is going to be a battle that we're going to see a lot. Madara on Chromie against Brandon with Sergeant Hammer. This is going to be very annoying for a very, very long time, specifically for Sergeant Hammer, who's not going to have a lot of fun with this. So yeah. These hooks, on the other hand, damn! With the first one, he was able to escape. With the second one, he just gets murdered. So, great job. A hook, a hit, and bye Lucio. Lucio getting eliminated here. Really well done. So, another great play. And yeah, those are exactly the kinds of plays that they need to be doing in a situation like this. So, not too shabby. Now, 1 kill, 2-0 currently. A little bit of a leading experience also as a result. But that was a pretty nice start. I gotta give it to Porky. He's a master hooker. Yeah, does really well on this. So, what else? Now that we're having the next objective, or the first objective, the prisoner camp popping up, what is gonna be the plan here? Is anybody going for it? I mean, first they're going for Stitches. Porky gets a little bit lost here on the map, and now that they're following it up... Oh, I was about to say with Lucio, they're gonna grab that kill, but no, they're not. Simply because we have our boy Anduin, and he saves the day for Porky. So, yeah. Bit annoying, a little bit unfortunate. Thought there was a chance for them, but as it turns out, that is just a simple nope. Not able to get that kill. It would have been pretty sweet though. But yeah, so far it's only a single kill in the game. Not more than that. Down to the mid lane, this is where most of the aggression is currently just happening. And well, let's see what else they can do here, because with level 7 now slowly starting to kick in, we get the extra talents. It is specifically important for Sergeant Hammer, who obviously needs to have a siege mode. Lucio is still zipping around, so Legacy, even after getting hooked twice, has so far not learned his lesson. He gets hit again. Gets very quickly attacked here, but this time they can't get an easy kill. Instead, what we're seeing is Diablo engaging, and with Nintori in trouble, that's the end of Anduin. So, goodbye, my friend. Zeratul, Cure, the hook misses. It got dangerous for him for a moment, but the red team is also suffering a lot. Their hit points are dropping. The saving grace is at the end of the day. Sergeant Hammer was able to push them away here. But yeah, this could have gone a lot worse for them. So all the way up at the top, Chrome is now also moving back out in the middle. The attacks are still happening. I like this. This is going to be a fun one again. Game number 1 was pretty entertaining. Game number 2, we still, well, we already have some pretty fun moves from both teams. And Porky is doing an awesome job on those hooks. He's been hitting Lucio over and over again. But now, with Caterpillar looking to get the kill, maybe they can finally pull it off. Porky, yeah, even the Devour doesn't save him. Anduin is just a moment late, or he could have gone for another pull, so this is the end of Stitches. And that allows them to go for the camp. 30k, at least for now, taking the initiative here in game number 2 and starting to go for the objective. So, how far can they go with it? Well, time will tell. Seems like they can go all the way. Yeah, in the one slide, 5 minutes in. Doesn't scale that hard, so questionable how much damage can really be done with it. But we indeed get a set of cavalry riders for the blue team, so that's going to help them slightly. Here at the top at the retreat. Done with this level 1 quest, and he gets interrupted. Good job by Nas. Yep, he gets the interrupt. Sweet. Here comes level 10 though. That gives us Might of the Narazim and essentially all the other ults that you would have expected. Barbecue play, there's the shockwave. Cure, uh-oh, there it is. The hit from Liam and Blaze, damn. They murdered that ragdoll, kicked it off the map in fact. Look, he's down there. Got essentially kicked off the map. Du kommst nicht rein. So, 3 kills to 1. Now they can actually push even hard. Oh my god. And Chromie takes Sergeant Hammer out at the bottom of the map. Boy, this is turning into another disaster. This went from, okay, early game objective, not that difficult to beat yet. It's too early in the game, to total disaster. Anduin at the bottom of the map is, starting to lose some ground here. Can at least defend, but at the top it seems more and more likely that they're losing an entire fort. So this is a problem. The fort will fall, and in the middle in the meantime, yes, they defended well here, But for such an early objective, this is too much damage done. 4 kills to 1, even at the bot lane, the wall gets broken open, and the fort itself takes damage. So, it's tough. That's the moment when you want level 13. If he had the extended range on this one, he would have gotten the hit. And obviously we now have Gorge, so now once you hit that hook, you can follow up on it properly and do some solid work on this. Now, anyways, Porky still sitting pretty tight there in the middle. We're now having Hogger still going for the next camp, but there's Gorge. I'm not sure if that's going to help them. Junkrat gets destroyed. Oh my god. Zeratul. Okay. Cure destroys Junkrat, and Junkrat is apparently with the trade able to take at least Zeratul out. Porky was just a bit over-eager when he went for the Gorge, because there was essentially nobody around to really help him out with this. So they can't get the kill in the middle. But their plays are currently still continuing over here, as they're trying to get a bit more out of this. And the blue team, again, still looking for some opportunities to maybe push further ahead and build on that momentum that they were already getting. So now we have down at the bottom, or in the middle of the map, next little attack already coming. So yeah, starting to go for a move here down at the bot lane. Still the same problem essentially. I mean, what we're seeing here is Sergeant Hammer being put under pressure by Zeratul, and then also Chromie, who's currently also just trying to help out with one hit after another. So that's basically just what's happening here. In the middle, they're going for the next play, trying to make a move here too. The objective is getting announced again. Slowing down a little bit here. It's 5 kills to 2 now. 1 level advantage still for 30k. They're just generally speaking very good when it comes to taking these small advantages. But now Sergeant Hammer at the bottom of the map gets killed. Chromie gets taken out as well. So it's once again a kill for a kill here as they're making their plays. Diablo. Yeah, another hook is coming in. Yeah, they're really at it. They're basically exchanging kills most of the time here. Structural situation is... It's the experience gap probably that is the most worrisome, if we're honest about it for just a moment. Because if you're looking at it, the boss now at the top, if that gets taken, that could become a problem. But the situation essentially is still that the red team is behind by 1 structure at the top and by nearly a level. Not quite. But yeah, so Blaze now moving in and pushing them back from the boss. There's obviously the objective that they could go for as well. So it's not really a massive lead yet, but it feels like the blue team with just another play could really break them. Once they have level 16 talents, for example, and you start going for the next fight, maybe pick up a kill like this exactly down here. This is really going to get you in a spot where you can take another structure out, where you can maybe take a boss, where you can claim an objective. You get with level 16 a lead that is tough for your opponent to fight into. And this is essentially what 30k is doing here. Their macro game in particular has been glorious throughout this entire tournament. They've been showing that off time and time again. Inching ahead by experience, and then finding opportunities like this one where they are just getting more kills or really forcing the opponent into a mega defensive position. Porky is making moves. He has the extended range on level 13 now, but again, the bigger problem was that once more it's Anduin that needs to save him, and if that doesn't happen, then it's a dead Stitches. Zeratul takes out Blaze. That's kill number 8, and you can tell that compared to game number 1, this is just where we're seeing 30k hit their stride very early. Now Porky gets attacked. Immediately the counter aggression, light bomb engage, and it does not pan out properly for the Squeal team. Instead they have to defend against the boss that was now taken at the bottom of the map. And yeah, it's just rough. So Diablo, bit low. They wanted to get the kill here and couldn't. Another fort gets destroyed. Zeratul is sitting at the top and is fine there. Brandon is trying to now maintain some control over the top lane. Pulverize at least for Stitches. But all of the forts, with the exception of the one in the middle, are now gone. So that's another problem for them. The attack, they keep coming. And of course, top side, yeah, they go for another boss. Take another one. They still have vision on Junkrat at the bottom of the map. Now that he's gone, I think they're still not really worried about it. Caterpillar can always anchor the play for them and buy some time. But they take another boss very easily, and they are just fully in control here. At least that's what it feels like. Can go for the objective maybe now. Junkrat is on 23,000 damage. He's the top damage in the game. That doesn't really help them a whole lot though. Zeratul comes in as third after Sergeant Hammer with 21,000. And they are poking again. They want to go for the objective. They want to go for the next fort, which is already low. I mean, that fort has taken a ton of damage already as is. So Zeratul again at the top, going up against Nas. Boss is starting to take this out. Zeratul, Cure. I think he's going to be able to get out there. Hook also doesn't connect, so that's still fine. And while this happens, the boss is wailing away at the wall and is slowly starting to take it out here. So, yeah, they go for Diablo, Caterpillar. He's fully isolated. Bye-bye, my friend. Even the Riptire. Even the Riptire. I don't think that was necessary. But they were just like, there's no kill like overkill. Let's go. That boss, by the way, is getting way too much value. Even damage the key. So, yeah, down here, it's all about wasting time. Diablo's obviously back. He only lost his souls. Most of them. Not all of them. Hogger's the only one in the entire game that hasn't died yet. And talking about dying, Sergeant Hammer is dead, and Anduin is gonna die too. Yeah, they're gonna take 2 out, and maybe even more? Probably not, right? Fort in the middle is about to get destroyed. Chromie together with the mercenary camp is taking care of that. 20, so close. Oh my god, they're 2 levels ahead. They're so damn good. 30k with a 1-0 lead, and they are again crushing it here. Now we have with level 20 the Shadow Stride. We're getting stuck in a loop. And they're not only stuck in a loop, they're stuck in a bit of a rut here, because this could definitely break their necks a bit. Once that the objective comes in, 14 minutes in, with some of those walls that he keeps already opened up and the team relying on Storm Talons, it's gonna be big. Chromie? I think she's dead. Yep. Yep. I thought for a moment that they would try and save her there, but nope. Zeratul talking about trying to save things. He actually went for the bottom keep again. Oh, Pure. Okay, he's gonna sacrifice himself as it seems. Buy some time and die. Pure is gone. They're pushing. They are gotta be a bit careful. Yes, all of the lanes are pushed out, so those cavalry boys are gonna spawn pretty deep. But losing those heroes when you have a level 20 advantage, yeah, not so sure, because this seems like the Squeal team is pulling off a decent defense. And with decent defense, I mean, they might not even lose a keep. There is honestly a chance that they're not losing a single keep to any of this. And I don't think they will. There's some damage done, but it's not a whole lot. Yep, this one at the top is going to drop it down to 50%, I suppose. And this one at the bottom of the map, I mean, yeah, of course, sure, it's going to drop a little bit further than that. But still not enough to really be a problem. So that was... that didn't really do anything for 30k. That didn't help them. Nope. Nope. So, little bit unlucky, if you ask me. Great for the Squeal team. Nice hook from Porky, by the way, that led all of this initially. Porky was able to get the hit with a hook, and that allowed them to then make the play. So they got the kill against Chromie, and that was the beginning of the defense. After that, they got another one against Zeratul, as he wanted to go for the bottom keep. So, oh no, is they gonna go for a gorge? Not yet. Porky in trouble, and he's gone. And Zeratul isn't even here. Lucio jumps in, they want Brandon, and well, spoiler alert, they're gonna get Brandon. So, yeah, just as it seems like maybe, just maybe, the Squeal team is gonna bring this one back, all of a sudden 30k is like, oh yeah, by the way, we wanted to win this one. So, they're coming in, and they're starting to just drop everybody in their path again. 12 kills to 6. Zeratul has pushed out the top, now he's defending the middle, they're going for the boss at the bottom. That is going to seal the fate of the first keep for sure. This time it's not going to survive. Not happening. So, yeah, they're gonna lose this one. And then, of course, the question of how much further. I mean, right now, they want the objective as... There's so much to grab. Can go for the objective too. Can lock this one in quickly. Grab the objective. Go for the keep first. Nobody's even defending this, which means the core is going to take damage. Will re-heal it, but still. Gotta be careful that you're not losing heroes, for example, now. Or they might just try and follow up on that. Jump in and try and see if they can get another kill here. Probably not gonna happen, but better be safe than sorry. Now, as this all plays out, next fight, boss again has already moved through the keep and is now going for the core, as already expected. Down here, Diablo jumps in deep, light bomb connects. Hogger and Diablo both gone. Hogger and Diablo both eliminated, so yep, they're toast. That's actually... Some of the moves that are being made, I always feel, okay, you could have done a bit more there. Could have, would have, should have, who cares? At the end of the day, they didn't. Now the next attacks are coming here. They go for Caterpillar. They're trying to make another play here. And, well, with Diablo back, but Hogger missing, it's a 4 versus 5, but Blaze is at the top, so essentially the battle is dead even. And it allows them to get a kill on Junkrat, so Junkrat is now gone. And then the question remains, no, they cannot get another one. In fact, what happens is that they lose Chromie. So now Chromie is gone, she's destroyed. Talking about things that are destroyed, topside keep is now gone too, because of the double boss play. But the issue with that is that now you have 2 of the armor shields removed from the core, so yeah, good luck trying to defend this. If at some point they're getting all 5 back up on the map, they can really make a play for the core. This is getting real dangerous. But a good hook from Porky. Porky lands the hook, and that's a kill. Zeratul is gone. He is hitting them hard. It's honestly like he has some kind of magnet at the end of the hook that just connects to heroes all the time. It's pretty impressive. They are, then again, likely to lose the objective here. Actually, I was about to say, if Legacy channels this, you can actually steal this. So, that's absolutely possible. But, yeah, not here. So they're going to lose out on the objective. They haven't lost a single fort yet. That's going to change if the objective is taken by their opponent. Now we got 61,000 damage on the side of Sergeant Hammer. And we got 45,000 damage for Chromie. Quite the difference, if you ask me. But again, it's the 2 lanes that are really the biggest problem. Top lane, bot lane. It's real dangerous. Once that you have 2 of the armor shields removed on the core, you are living in a very dangerous world. Any move towards your core could be the end of the game. So at least they're getting the objective. That means we got Raiders now for the Squeal team. That's going to help them to defend the lanes and push them back. And who knows, maybe start a comeback. 20 minutes into the game now. Oh, Porky again. Just nibbling at the edges with those hooks. Zeratul is already moving towards the top. Again, whole goal being make sure that this one is never going to do enough. And he's going to defend this easily. So yes, easy play, 50% HP on that Raider, but the fort in the middle is already gone and they're going to try for the keep. So here we go. There's the little play that they're trying to make. There's the move straight for the mid, but Raider is nearly gone. Chromie, nice jet propulsion's done. And the hook and the kill. Lucio is gone. Let's see how far they're going with this. Are they going to try to push it all the way? Because the keep is about to go down. And so does Diablo. They're losing 2 here. They're losing 3. They might lose the game. What on earth? 30k. There's the play for the core. And another hook. Another kill attempt. They're trying to buy a bit of time. But I'm not so sure. Nah, this is game. Even with only 1 armor shield removed, this looks like it's going to be it. Zeratul is gone, and I cannot believe what's happening here. The comeback from the Squeal team. 30k throwing the game away. The Squeal team says thank you and locks in the W. Ties the series as we are headed for game number 3. GG. Well, the series is tied. 30k, kind of throwing it a little bit there at the end. Not taking it too seriously. I honestly thought they were just looking at this thing like, well, they're gonna lose a keep, it's fine. And then they lose 1 hero, they lose 2, they lose 3, and all of a sudden the Squeal team is like, we got a hammer and we're gonna drop it. So they went for the core and they took it out. Easy win right there. A little bit Enjoyer style, like the Storm League Enjoyers there. This is the typical play that I would expect from them towards the end of the game. So this series is much, much closer than I expected it to be. Great for the winner bracket final, obviously, but unexpected. I thought that 30k would be very dominant heading into this. Also, the Stitches hooks that we got from Porky are spectacular. He did so many great plays there. Wonder if that is going to be reflected in the draft later. Maybe not necessarily for game number 3, but yeah, we'll see. Now, Brightwing gets banned, Lucio gets banned, they're targeting some of the supports here again. It's Dragonshire, so Globals are another one that you could go for. Specifically, of course, talking, as usual, Dehaka on this. And Falstad could also be played. But yeah, color me intrigued. I want to see what exactly 30k is now going to do. I feel like, I don't know, it really felt a little bit like they thought, okay, we got this one in the bag, they're gonna get a keep, and then on once that we have everybody back on the map, we can take this. They took how many bosses in this game? 3, 4? Basically, two keeps destroyed. I'm not so sure if they realized how dangerous that push towards the end could really be for them. So, again, be it as it may. Maiev, not banned this time, so with first pick, first ban for Squeal team, they're grabbing it. Sylvana's still banned, and so is Genji. But the situation at the end of the day is that 30k needs to win 2 if they want to go to the grand final. Again, the loser drops into the losers bracket, so we are here in the winner bracket final right now. 30k is still the favorite. But they also gotta get their stuff together. There is Urel, and we got Jojo. So this time, no Diablo for Caterpillar. Urel, still played by Liam. Loves the Urel. Dragonshire is a good one for it. Blaze is obviously still up, so you now can go for Blaze at the top if you want that. Dehaka, Blaze, Leo would be your typical choices here. Raxa is always an option. Called the King of Dragonshire for a reason. You have more control over the objective if you pick him, because you can split him and Misha. But they go Hoga. Yeah. So the Fleabag is again in the house together with Rhaegar. They can go for a bit of a duel on who needs a shower more. But yeah, let's see. Don't have a front line yet. I don't necessarily think we're going to get Stitches again here, but well, Diablo gets banned instead. And I'm still looking at Maiev with that triple front line that they're playing. And if you get decent tethers here, could have gone also into Stukov, for example. Tether into Stukov. Lurking Arm is also another option, or I guess would have been another option for them. But the final ban is first coming out. I'm eyeing Madara a little bit and also Cure to think about, okay, what are the damage dealers going to be here. Cure can always go for a melee. Could go drop a Kerrigan or whatever. They're banning his Tracer first. Madara, I mean, again, they got so many of their power picks on the last map too and then lost. I just want to see if Squeal Team 6 can repeat it. If they can make that happen again. Because once is a fluke, right? Like, if it happens once, then it's just like, alright, they made a mistake, they underestimated the situation. Here's Lunara, and we get Uther. So Uther's in the house for Legacy. We get Bambi for all of that poke from range with all that asset. And the final 2 picks on the red team side with Porky and Chaotic. Yeah, we need for Porky a tank. Murden again, as usual. Loves to play Murden on Dragonshire. We've seen him multiple times. With Haymaker, by the way. No. So, Murden, yes, no. Nope, we get an Uberag. An Uberag dive with Hoga and Maiev behind it. Hanzo as the main range damage dealer. The only range damage dealer. And that leaves us with Cure and his choice. So, we got Joanna and Urel for the front line. Uther played by Legacy. Here comes Falstad, the birdie. We got a global on Dragonshire. Game number 3. Let's go. Squeal Team 6 against 30k. Game number 3. Over on the left, Cure on Falstad. We get Liam on Urel, Caterpillar on Jana. Legacy with Uther, and Madara is playing Lunara in game number 3. Alrighty, so who's going to be able to pull this one off? Over towards the right side, it's the Squeal team with Porky and Anubarak. We got Naz on Hogga, Brandon on Maiev, Nintori on Rega, and Chaotic with Hanzo. So, that's going to be an interesting one. Yeah. If the Squeal team pulls ahead, for example, then I think 30k is going to be in for a rough ride. Bermuda Triangle here in the middle, already immediately being used for potential kills. But nobody is really getting caught off guard here too much. We have the tanks basically just sniffing each other a little bit. And now Falstad is the one that got attacked for just a moment. But, yeah, careful. Brandon went in a bit deep on this one. And got a lot of damage dished out onto him by specifically Bambi. So, yeah, Lunara is still in. They're going for Hogga topside, by the way. But, yeah, he's able to get out. So, Nas, without any problems, was dodging that little gank that was coming his way. Not falling for that. And now they're still pushing down at the bottom of the map. Falstad is the only global, and he's taking over the top 4 moment while Urel is starting to deal with the camp over on the left side. I mean, again, at the end of the day, everybody is just now working around the mercenary camps a little bit at the 1 minute mark. The shrines are being activated in a few seconds too, so then we're talking about first objective here. But, well, with them grabbing the camp, everybody is just going topside with the boozer camp. And then you have the siege giants down here at the bottom. So we're going through the normal early game momentum here. Porky, again, it's a little bit different right now with the Anubarak. So a very different playstyle that they need here, and he needs to connect those stuns properly, specifically when he decides to dive in with a burrow charge. Cure, on the other hand, has the problem that he is a prime target for the team. Stun, and Cure survives. But still a bit of a close call, and very low on HP right now, so needs to be careful. Legacy is still around though, so he can help out if there is a problem. They're still trying to go and find that kill. Against Brandon, against Maiev, starting to follow up on it. Nice escape here. Oh, maybe not so nice after all. Urel setting things up, and Maiev falls. Yeah, well done. So there's our first blood in game number 3 now. And Falstad flying down very quickly, trying to get the counter kill, which happens. Hanzo is dead after getting the kill on Lunara. Nice, I like this. Really identifying very quickly that they have another opportunity to get a kill at the bottom of the map. In this case, Lunara died too, so it's at least a kill for a kill. But this is exactly how you slowly pull ahead of your opponent. We have them just on the cusp on level 6 now. But for the Squeal team, yeah, they don't have it yet. So, Uther. I mean, Uther as a choice is also going to be interesting. With those stuns in, that's obviously the added utility that he's going to get there for them. Okay, Hogga. Yeah, needs to get away too. All early game. But already a bit of a lead for inexperience for the blue team. Specifically now that Urel is also picking up the XP here and the extra wave. They're going to hit the early level 7. It's not really a big lead. The main reason why I'm actually pointing it out is because in the games before I always highlighted that 30k is able to get these small advantages and then build on them. And eventually they all of a sudden have that 1 level advantage. And this is kind of where it starts. You have these small moments where they get a bit ahead, where they get that additional minion wave, where they get that additional camp. And it just all adds up over time and puts them into a decent spot. Nice! Hogga was not in a decent spot. Yep, that 1 tower shot that is still connected with him dropped him at the end of his escape attempt. So, yep, he's gone. Now we're getting Liam jumping back out. Falstad is actually doing a lot of flying here. Wants to go in and gets the kill! Cure, you little monster, you! That was a beautiful kill just now against Hanzo. Nicely done. That was a really good kill. Perfectly set up. Bit of a trap in the middle now. Liam is more than happy to spring any kind of trap here. Yeah, gets interrupted. Hogger is retaking at the bottom, so that relieves some control of the red team. But with 4 kills to 1, this is clearly going one direction, but I still love that kill. The map awareness and the way that the team is communicating is working so well when you have a good global player. And that is what they're using here. So Cure, big shout out to him. Job well done. Now we're having level 9.5. This is exactly what I mean. Not only do they get the Dragonite, yeah, it's a really clutch one, just barely. But more importantly, look at the experience gap. This is exactly what I've been talking about earlier. They got those 4 kills now. They're stealing a couple of camps away. They've taken the Siege Giants. Now they are closing in on level 10, which will then, of course, also allow them to use those heroic abilities and go for that bottom fort. So even with the first objective already, we're gonna see structures fall. Because everything lines up perfectly since they've been working to get that lead in experience, and they get it at the perfect moment in time. So as it stands now, the first fort is gone, and I mean, they could even go further with this. That Dragonite is still in play for another 24 seconds. They have a half-level lead with level 10, so they can open up that bottom wall. Tower is already about to go down, same for the side wall, so Dragonite, yep, another Dragon's Breath is also in. This is exactly the kind of moves that they need to make here in order to start taking the momentum from the get-go. So, yeah. Gate is not destroyed yet, but any second now the minions are going to take it out. Disc against Urel. Can they maybe do something with that? Divine Shield from Uther. The Cocoon, too late! They got so many tools to section off the opponent's team, but they mistimed it. And now we have them likely all survive. Blessed Shield gets thrown out, but the arrow... Yeah, that was a little bit too much. Uther could withstand a lot, but the arrow that came in was just a bit too much for him to handle. And Caterpillar running away at the wrong side of the map, literally trying to dodge between the keep and the fort. And yeah, we all saw how that went down. Not too well for him. Not too well. So, yeah. Interesting situations that we're getting here. That's 2 more kills for the team, and now it's 2 kills to 4. Sorry, 3 kills to 4. Funny one. Liam. I mean, taking that fort out was already big. I wonder if it might have been more advantageous for them to try and take a second one. That would have maybe even been possible. But yeah, opening the keep wall up is certainly gonna help later. Oh, and this is a dead doggy, isn't it? Yep. Walking the wrong way, dumm gelaufen. And that is the end of Rhaegar. No chance, not even a chance for Self-Ancestral. He just runs into a CC chain that he can never break and dies instantly. So, yeah, bad news. Talking about dying instantly, seems like Falstad is going to suffer the same fate here. So, Cure, all good plays that he made previously, ignored for a moment, here with a problem. And that's not the only one. There might actually be losing this top side for. Damn. Yeah, Disc was already out. Legacy is now moving in. Okay, and the fort falls. Neat. That is exactly the kind of play that Squeal team needs to pull off if they want to be the ones to take the lead in the best of 5 series. So 5 kills to 4 now. Very getting close and close on experience here. Yeah, Porky still very, very careful. Now again, with good coordination, if you're running an Uberak and you're also running Maiev, you can do a lot with Cocoon and Disc. Being intersection of parts of a team fight, or just to engage fights like this one. That arrow did nothing and the Divine Shield comes out. So, they're trading some cooldowns here, but yeah, the idea was of course to stop Uther from using the Divine Shield. Now, well, that didn't work. Okay, Hogger. Yeah, he's fine. Interrupt though by Joanna. And I'm not sure how long they can interrupt this, but Lunara takes at the bottom. Urel takes at the top. Here comes the Gus. Cure with another nice play. Just perfect. Making sure nobody dies. But you can look at the experience gap and it's basically close. So this is where things are starting to get a bit more dangerous for 30k. And I believe that the last map is still freshly ingrained in their memory. Certainly would be for me if I suffered such a comeback. from the opponent. But yeah, Q gets to get attacked again. Want some reinforcements. Alright, Dragonite is claimed, and, well, at least the Siege Giants are getting locked in. But now we got Dragonite number 2, and they're pulling ahead in experience again. Taking, of course, that gate out with ease. And so far, Liam is doing a great job just playing around the cooldown again. It's one of the best things that he can do, specifically with early game Dragonites, which are a little bit weaker and can get easily defended against. What you want to do is just simply use your cooldown. Move back, use your cooldown, burn those waves down, burn some structures down. Now at the top, he's starting to, of course, force some resources of the red team in. And is getting good damage out on that fort regardless, but it opens up a push opportunity at the bottom of the map, and this is something that they're taking. So now, this is a ooh, maybe even a kill. Brandon! And my F is gone. My F is gone. They're turning it on a Nuburak immediately. Arrow against Bambi and the Instagust. Instagust. Uther got Cocoon. They wanted to shut down any shenanigans around Divine Shield. But this is exactly the kind of play that needs to be executed by 30k. Once that they're ahead in levels, once that they're ahead in talents, then you start to siege up, and they are going to walk away with a keep here. 13 seconds on still my F. Oh, Nuburak, mega low. Uther is dead. No, Divine Shield. The keep is gone. Uther still dies. He dies for a good cause. Yeah. Self-Ancestral. Ghost can still heal a little bit here. The rest of the team is moving back out, but the more important part was, of course, from the beginning to try and get the opponent's keep, and that's exactly what they did. So the keep is gone, able to eliminate it. We have now Epic Enter on 16 for Nuburak. Falstad actually flew top side, so Fort gone over here. Fort out at the bottom of the map. Keep is gone too. The only thing that is still standing for the red team is the mid lane. Yeah. That's the only thing that they were able to grab. Now, Porky, they are getting a bit more aggressive. They're now starting to come in to try and take out some or steal away some of the opponent's camps. And they've just now done that. Madara still tight here too. Pure, okay. I mean, some gust plays that we can expect definitely later once that we have... Actually, do we get Wind Tunnel? Cure has in the past played the occasional... Epic Mount. So that could be a thing. Lots of ults, by the way, used there. The arrow missing, the disc missing. This is not a good start into a fight. This is something where 30k is definitely going to be thinking about engaging and forcing it. Because once that your opponent has burned this many cooldowns and gotten zero, like nothing, no value, that's always a good move. But look at that, they're trying to be aggressive again. This is kind of the idea. They want to risk things now. But they're risking Inuburak is down, but the double kill Uther and Jojo. The problem is that Uther's ghost sticking around is helping them to still take the camp. So the kill count beneficial in that fight for Squeal Team 6. But they still lost ground, and now somebody has to... Yeah, camp is going to be taken. Brandon won't be able to do too much here. Could have even died. And now we have catapults at the bottom of the map. These guys are going to be griefing anyways. Just you wait. But seems like we're going to get another Dragonite. Yep. Oh, too late. DK number 3? Yeah, they're dominating this thing. And of course, 2 heroes are still missing, so they're going to be waiting for them. But Death Knight. Dragon Knight number 3. Yeah, that would actually be an interesting twist. Instead of a Dragon Knight, you all of a sudden get a Death Knight. That would be an interesting one. I'd be game for that. Give me that Death Knight. So, the noob is already sitting at the side. Gets found out by the Wisp, though. And are they really going to force it? Nah. Nah. So they want the fort in the middle. They're not even going for anything else. Fort in the middle first. This one should be an easy one to crush. Oh, big arrow. Nice choke point control, but Falstad has a gust ready. It doesn't save Bambi though. Oh dear. Lunara is dead, yeah. So, Cocoon on the birdie. Can he get out? Gets a stun and gets the Divine Shield. Ah, that water pulled was just a bit mistimed. But Cure gets stunned once. Does he get the cooldown back? No. And he dies too. This is very reminiscent of what happened in game number 2, if you ask me. Liam is super low. Might survive if he gets his cooldown back. Yeah, there's the old cooldown at least. But I'm still not so sure he makes it out of the fight. So he's dead as well. This is very reminiscent of the second game. Now, the core down here might even take some damage to the catapults, even with the next one moving in. But the problem that I see is still the same. If you lose these late game team fights, look what happened with experience. Now level 20 is ready for the Squeal team. So that's a big problem. And staggered death. Caterpillar is dead. A staggered death right there. And these are the kind of plays that allowed the Squeal team to win game number 2. They are great at sniffing out opportunities and then capitalizing on them. So now they're going for the top side keep, and do not tell me they're going for core here. 3 heroes are down. Falstad is back. Disc and Hoarder pull get immediately used against him. Cocoon is out. He needs to use his Gust at some point. He definitely needs to use the Gust. This is the perfect opportunity. Gust is out. They don't have 20 talents, but the core is falling. Squeal team 6, ladies and gentlemen. They might just be able to get the 2-1 lead. They're right-clicking the shit out of the core, and they take it. The Squeal team, they lose 2, but it's not enough. That's game. 30k is now 1 map behind. Nicely done. GG. Match point for Squeal team 6. Guys, it's a little bit mind-blowing, honestly, when you ask me, because I did not expect it to end like this at all. It looked exactly the same as in game number 2. They didn't get a single Dragonite, not one objective, and they still won it. They win the late game team fight, they push for lane, and then they are like, guys, the core's right there. How about we finish it off? And that's what they did. So, huge plays being made here by the red team. They are able to take the lead in the series. They have match point now for 30k. And, I mean, I think for everybody that so far watched the tournament, this is probably pretty unexpected. Now, if there is a team in this tournament who I believe is capable of bringing this back and turning things around to win now 2 in a row, it's definitely 30k. But they have to step it up. This is now the second game in a row that they just lost in the weirdest fashion, where you thought, okay, they already have a big lead. They got how many objectives? 3 Dragonites? They dropped the bottom keep. They really dominated things for a long time, and then they just fall apart here. So, for them, that's pressure. And the Squeal team is now just sitting there thinking probably, hey guys, all we need is one more lucky punch. One lucky punch, one map, one thing that works out for us, and we can go. Now we got Towers of Doom as the map. This is, by the way, where previously Stitches got banned against the Squeal team. Now I don't know if there was any more thought behind it, any kind of, I don't know, experience from scrims or whatnot. But just saying, maybe there's a chance that we're going to get a Stitches play here. Diablo starts things off for Caterpillar and 30k. And there's Stitches. Stitches and Junkrat. Alright, we've seen the Porky Stitches before, and he was hitting every hook. At least that's what it felt like. Mister, I have a magnet attached to my hook, and I am going to take everyone out here. Now, how exactly is 30k gonna react to this? Honestly, it looked really pretty decent when they played against Stitches before from a draft perspective, but it didn't really work for them. So by now we got Urel plus Diablo. So Liam is going again into these preference picks of his, and he's been doing alright, but he struggled also with Urel way more, especially on Dragonshire, than I personally expected. Brightwing for Legacy. It's, again, look at this, and we've seen it before multiple times, because this is one of those drafts, the comfort drafts for 30k, that they really like. Diablo for Caterpillar, Urel for Liam, Brightwing for Legacy. And then Madara and Cure can adapt to whatever happens on the other side. Now, what support are we gonna get from the Squeal team? The last time they went actually for Anduin, and you can play with Light Bomb. That's why he gets banned now. But you still have Malfurion, You still have Uther. You still can go into... I was about to say Stukov, but we haven't really seen a whole lot of Stukov games on the NA server by the NA team, so I'm not quite sure if they're really willing to go for that, but he definitely could. I mean, a good lurking arm after Stitches gets that gorge is great. The other thing that obviously is still maybe an option is also Medivh. Kidnap combo. Yeah, and there's Uther. Uther for the stun, the Haka for some additional global control through the top lane, and the ability to just come in, participate in the fight, get a quick lick after any kind of attack there. So, yeah. Guys, 30k might lose the series here. What's Squeal playing? Kerrigan Zeratul or... Nice, going for Tracer again, like he did previously. Against Uther and his stuns, against Stitches who has Pulverized later. We have Lunara played by Madara. Okay, so a couple of those we've already seen, but that leaves us with our final pick for Chaotic. I can't believe that we have match point number 1 for the Squeal team, but here we are. If they pull that off, they go to the grand final and they would send 30k into the losers bracket, which would certainly be a massive upset for this tournament. But hey, kudos to the Squeal team. They've done well so far, and here comes Stukov, double support. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Game number 4. Match point number 1 for the Squeal team. And they went for an interesting comp here, but first on the left side, we got Liam on Urel, we got Q on Tracer, Legacy again playing Brightwing, Madara on Lunara, and then last but not least, we have Caterpillar rocking Diablo once again. Now things get very, very interesting when we're looking at their opponents, when we're looking over towards the red team. So currently what we're getting here is a double support with Junkrat being the only range damage. Now obviously Stukov can pack a punch, but we have Porky on Stitches, Nintori on Uther, Chaotic on Stukov, Brandon with Junkrat, and then Naz on Dehaka. On level 1 we get the Fetid Touch, so that's the first thing to open things up with for Stukov, but Stukov could get interesting here. The man with the big arm can bring the damage. Hook already against Diablo, and Brightwing saving the day for Caterpillar. That could have been first blood in the game. It would have been a very, very quick one, but yep, not so much. What we're getting instead is Caterpillar maybe again in trouble. As a stun, alright. The hook, and bye-bye Diablo. Yeah, Diablo goes down, and there's first blood right there. So the aggression that is coming from the Squeal team is paying off at the bottom of the map. Oh dear, Lunara. No, they actually turn it. The double support, can they keep them alive? Porky and Brandon are both low, but with 2 supports, they might... Nah, they're not able to keep them alive. Nope. They might actually lose one more. So, as it stands, it is a trade. Diablo is down, but so is Stitches. So everybody loses their frontliner. Middle of the map still. Again, our side laners are obviously starting to rotate from lane to lane right now, which is what we are getting. But this is a wild game. This is a wild series. I'm still having trouble wrapping my head around the fact that we now have the Squeal team leading. This is a pretty big play. Squeal team was doing alright in a lot of the matches they played, but hey, taking 30k out not once, but twice is absolutely massive. This is the team that has so far only lost a single map before this series, and now just lost 2. If this was a best of 3, it would be over. This is the moment, honestly, where probably the Squeal team is like, damn, why do these matches have to be best of 5s? Awesome for us, though. Stitches now with playtime as they get Diablo again, so they're dropping Diablo for the second time. Biotic armor is in. Top side. Okay, the Haka is safe. The Haka gets out. Kill for a kill would still have been a bit awkward. Stitches is now in the middle. It's wild. And I absolutely love it. So damn good. So, let me take this one. 1 kill to 2. Yeah. And Caterpillar obviously already getting dropped twice at that front line. Another one that gets attacked here. and target, or well, not attack, but yeah, target it. Whenever he pops his head out, they can make a quick play for him again, see if they can put more pressure onto him before he starts to get too many soul stacks. I mean, right now he's only sitting at 23. Big hook against, oh my god, Bambi, and Madara is alive. Stukov, on the other hand, gets murdered. Well, it's Junkrat, not Stukov. But those are exactly the kind of... If that works out for 30k, it's obviously fantastic. You survive through your opponent throwing everything at you, and then you have just the presence of mind to turn the game quickly. And there's a hook, but that's also the isolation of Stitches, and Porky is in serious danger of dying and makes it out. But Lunara is really giving them a lot of trouble. Even with the double support, you can tell that this is starting to get a bit difficult. So the second altar at the top is now about to get channeled, so they're moving in for this to get the last 4 shots fired. 2 out of the 3 go to Porky and his boys, and 1 gets channeled by 30k. So this is where we're essentially at right now. Yep, not too bad. Still play being made over here, as they're starting to come in for the next camp. I mean, it's all about trying to get a few of the camps right now. Maybe also play the aggressive card and invade your opponent if you can. If you have all of that sustain of 2 supports, you might as well try and use it a little bit. So, yeah. Moving towards the middle right now. Liam with Urel again. Urel is pretty mean, and they're still trying to also go for Caterpillar here. Yes, been calmed down for just a second. Cure is still zipping from lane to lane, hoping to needle some damage in with Tracer. The Nexus Mosquito just buzzing around. There's the drag into a hook, and Cattle gets again isolated. Brightwing to the rescue. The lurking arm was good enough though to take the Fruit Fly out. So Brightwing is now dead, and we might lose. Yes, they are losing Diablo too. So, 2 kills all of a sudden, once again, 5 versus 3 situation for Squeal Team 6. These combos with a tongue into a hook right now, and vice versa, are really starting to be a problem. Oh, that would have been a kill. Yeah, there they misaligned that a little bit. I honestly didn't expect him to connect that lick with Tracer, but just imagine Cure now dying too in that situation. Boy, that would have been massive punishment for them. 30k! Yeah, there's a... Holy shit! Channel is happening! And they have the numbers advantage down here. At the top, they try to go for the Haka, but I think he's going to be able to get out, and Caterpillar is getting used to dying in this game, isn't he? That is now number, what, 4? Did I have 4 times? Yep, 4 times in the moment. Big shove, and bye-bye Caterpillar. Taken out by the towers. And just as he completes his quest, so he's immediately back, losing all the stacks that he worked for so hard. And I gotta say, Squeal Team is just really amazing here. They are murdering it with this draft. It's working for them. Now this is a comeback map, and this is by no means over. I'm not gonna count 30k out before the fat lady at least takes a big breath. I mean, yeah. But this is still working way, way better than I expected it to from the red team. So can they actually win this with a 3-1? Can you imagine them sending 30k down into the losers bracket? I'm sorry that I sound a bit like a broken record here, but everybody that watched the full round robin knows exactly why I am so shocked. 30k at times looked like they were toying with their opponents. And now the Squeal team, I know that they've been scrimming. Porky has been telling me that they are doing really well and that he feels they have some real potential for the finals. But I didn't think that they would be able to just really shut down 30k the way they did in the series. Now, this is all still up for grabs. They still need to win Game 3, but they are doing a great job on this. Rel is now coming in, aiming for Junkrat, and he gets the immediate heal. The Haka is still at the top, and the leading experience is there for the red team. So they got that experience lead. And the fights, I mean, the action just continues. Top left, top right, that should be the easy moves. Oh, so keep in mind, the hook range is going to get increased in a moment. Once the level 13 talents are there, hook range is going to get increased. Shots are fired in exchange, so there's no surprise there. 24 to 32. But once that level 13 is in and hook range for Stitches increases, this is going to make him even more dangerous. And he's already hitting everything. That stun, maybe not quite necessary. Well, there's the trap. Right wing jumps in. Okay, they can't get the kill there, but they are setting things up a little bit. Lot of nice attempts though. And really putting the fear into the heart of the opponent whenever that hook comes out. With 13, the range gets extended. With 16, we're going to get pulverized. So that's another tool specifically against Trace that could really work for them. And more importantly, what we have now, which they've been waiting for quite some time too, is of course Virulent Reaction. So this is the big one. Now you have Virulent Reaction too. More CC for them. Which is exactly what they are going to use in order to take down more targets that Stitches can hook at. Anticipating a little bit where exactly Urel would walk. Didn't work out for them, but they're really playing well with vision and also those cooldowns. So Stitches is showing, oh sorry, Diablo's showing again. Porky is not quite falling for it yet. He's not just mindlessly YOLOing these out, but well, there it is. Could get some stuns here. They are targeting Diablo a lot. They gotta be a bit careful as the game continues. Because Lunara, yep, Divine Shield is out. Okay, she's a real problem. Oh, well, only if she survives, and she doesn't. She gets the Riptire straight to the face. That's the end of Bambi. About as dead as his mother. And they are going for Tracer next. Tracer into Lurking Arm. Tries to get out and doesn't. Bam. Eliminated. Easy kill. Squeal Team 6 is on an absolute tear. A hook against Legacy. Jumps away barely as they're just chasing them away from the altar. It's another 4 shots fired against 30k. They're now down to 20 points. And of course the camps are being stolen too. I'm impressed. Late game here means everything though. So comeback always possible. The one thing that the Squeal team would really like to do is of course pull ahead by claiming some of those bell towers. Which so far hasn't happened. This is where they're struggling a bit. They're damaging the one at the bottom of the map. They haven't really gotten a whole lot more yet. The level 16 talent would be nice for them, of course, too. I pointed out Pulverize earlier. Not even to talk about Benediction here. So, yeah, still a lot that they can do. But damn! I mean, seriously. Huge. 8 kills to 2. Damage outputs. 32,000 for Junkrat. Second highest damage on the team is Stukov. No, actually it's Stitches. 17,000. Stukov is shortly behind him on rank 3 with 16k. Yeah, Lurking Arm. Oh, nearly the hook connect. And then the other side you have Lunara with 31,000. Less than Junkrat, but still up there. And Tracer with 25. And Junkrat is just getting more and more damage in. But of course Lunara becomes a problem. Now we have Pulverize. Sweet. That's 16 advantage for them. The hook. And yeah, it doesn't land it this time. Porky missed one. Shocking, I know. I'm as surprised as you are. But here's Pulverize. We have, as expected, Benediction. Super Strain is in. And there's the triple altar phase. Triple altar phase and maybe the chance to get another 2 out of the 3. Then they would drop their opponents down to 12 on the core. Still not a single bell tower converted over in this game. The Haka's now at the top. It's obviously another advantage. If you have that global, you can always play that card. So there's the next hook. Stun. And the Lurking Arm. Yeah, Diablo just gets bullied around. Gets gorged. And can they get something done here? In tower range, but still everybody is there fighting for it. Right wing, by the way, battling it out down here with the Haka. Isolation connects. Hook against Bambi, and Madara has to jump out again with another leap. Boah! That could have been the end of Lunara. Oh dear, if she goes down, that would be disastrous. She's the main damage for them. But they're still fighting over this. Lots of sustain. Diablo again attacked at the front, goes for the barbecue. Not really a whole lot of connections there. But, can they hook again? They're already trying to use the choke point for Stitches. He might even get another gorge out in this fight. 20 seconds until he has it back. Diablo, no, doesn't connect it. Madara, on the other hand, is getting closer and closer on the channel, and he gets it. I can't believe that nobody's dying here. So the shots are fired, 2 out of the 3 for 30k, and it's still shocking to me that nobody died. With all of the efforts, all of the plays, all of the hooks and the connects that we got there. Another move down to the bottom of the map. Right wing. Yeah, okay, is able to move in here. The Haka came through to try to go for a lick and couldn't. So yes, they are trying. So many moves being made, specifically when you're having Stukov then also dropping the lurking arm and really trying to lock somebody out in it. I think there were a lot of moments where 30k just played it absolutely perfectly, frame perfect to make sure that they're not getting murdered. So yeah, it's kind of nasty. But Tehaka and Urel are both missing. It's a 4 versus 4 down here, and I'm not sure if Tehaka has his global up right now. So they still want to go for this. Tracer gets scorched. I don't think that's gonna do anything. So yeah. Get the pulverize. That on the other hand, yeah, that might do something. Brightwing again with the assist. Tehaka also in a bit of trouble. Is Tehaka gonna die? Riptire, Tehaka gets burned and is able to get out. But it's still the same situation. Even with all of those nice follow-ups from someone like Stukov and Uther, the damage just doesn't seem to be there anymore to easily get these kills. It was much easier for them earlier. So right now, as it stands, the camp has been stolen away. Diablo still at the front. Yeah. And the hooks, while they keep coming, I'm still waiting for more kills from Squeal Team 6. It's been a while since we got a kill. This is for both teams, by the way. So, yeah. Oh, Bambi nearly getting connected. But they saved hero after hero. And now the Haka, that's a lot of damage on him. A lot of damage here. Divine Shield has been used just as he went for the burrow. Damage output, Bambi's on 50,000 now. Junkrat is ahead. Double altar is up. Madara is channeling and gets interrupted. Down at the bottom. They channeled for a second, but now let it go. Who's able to get the kills here? Red team is waiting for a kill for a long time now. If they at any point are able to completely connect with Cure, for example, this should be an easy one. Yeah, well, now they're going for a potential kill here. Urel gets ulted. Uther is dead. Again, he still has the ghost around. And Urel is able to get away. Too much survivability on these heroes. And Uther is now gone, so it's a 5 versus 4. This is the moment where it starts to fall apart a bit for 30k. Sorry, for the other team. Oh, well, maybe Diablo. Shots are fired. Urel got one. Diablo is gone. But here comes Legacy, and they're starting to lose ground and the objective. The attempt at a hook, it gets blocked, and that's 4 more shots fired. Now both of the teams are down to 16 points. It's getting insanely clutch now. 30k is fighting tooth and nail to come back into the series here. They're doing whatever they can. They throw everything against the opponent's team now. And they are clutching it multiple times. Imagine one of the squishies gets caught with one of these combos that is being thrown out by Stitches, Uther, Stukov. If they lose that, the fight turns. But Diablo has been eating hooks. Urel has been playing at the front. The positioning that we're getting from the blue team is impeccable. So Porky is waiting for the hook, finds it, and instantly Madara jumps away again. Yep, no Gorge. But those are the panic moments. If in that situation a lurking arm is there, the stun is there, the Gorge is there, then it's just instantly one of your main damage dealers is missing. Now they have level 20. They can start moving for this. They're pushing Caterpillar out. Have him in really a corner. But Tracer is moving back in. Brightwing is on the way. Big shove happening against Brightwing. And Brandon is alive as Lunara wanted the kill. Riptire, Q in the back. The drag and the kill against Brightwing. Now they're lacking the healer. No healer. Caterpillar gets hooked again, but pushes his way immediately out. This is just crazy. Haha, the Divine Shield. Liam still has his ult up and pops it right there. 5 versus 4 now. Fountains get popped. Junkrat is back. Cure, and they go for Urel, and this time she's gone. Urel is gone. Cure wants a kill. Can't find it right now. Eats grenade after grenade. Maybe now. There's the opportunity. Goes for Junkrat. Stitches is dead. How the fuck is 30k winning this? How are they winning that fight? They lose Lunara. Stitches They kill Stukov. This is insane. This is insane. Cure just murders them all. Triple kill from Tracer. Uther is gonna be back, but it's a 2 versus 2 right now, and they don't have the damage dealer, and Caterpillar is going for the channel. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. They had no right to win that fight after Brightwing fell and after they lost Lunara. None whatsoever. And somehow they still did it. What a coordination, and what a... I mean, the plays from Cure there towards the end. Not able to take him on. Absolutely incredible. I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around that last fight. That was just bananas. Absolutely bananas. So yeah, kudos to 30k. And now it's flipping. Now it's really flipping. You might be behind in kills, but now they're going for the boss at the top. They've just got a channel. It's 12 points against 16. And boy, oh boy, this is the single-digit play here from 30k. And they just took a bell tower conversion too. So, yep. There we go. Hook. Nope. Having none of that. Here we are. Again, they go for Diablo. It worked well at the beginning of the game. They got a few kills against him. But he moves out with the Hellgate. The lurking arm needs to be there right away if they want to shut down these plays. Get another quick drag. Dehaka, fine. And the kill against Brightwing again. They got Legacy again. Legacy is gone. Legacy is gone. 8 points against 16. They killed Brightwing. Brightwing is down. They want the bell tower at the bottom of the map as it seems. And they should be able to claim that one in time. 16 seconds. Plenty of time right now. Plenty. So... can they now... well, they should be able to at least get this channel right here. I don't think that the blue team is willing to engage and give them a chance at another hook, gorge, and a quick kill. So, now the shots are fired, and we're down to 12 points against 8. 12 to 8. Junkrat wants the tower at the bottom of the map. At the top, they're taking this one, so it's going to be an exchange. Well, I thought it's an exchange, but they go for Tracer, and Cure gets out. Yeah, Cure gets away. Caterpillar might not. Caterpillar gets attacked again. Stun, stun. Too much heal. Too much heal with the build that he's playing right now. That build is just brutal. The sustain is crazy, and there's the kill against Stukov. Stukov goes down. They get the counter kill on Urel. No chance for her to use the ult. They are actually pulling it off. Stukov is gone, but it's a 4 versus 4. 4 versus 4. Cure looking for kill after kill after kill. Cure is sitting at 106,000 damage. 6-digit club for him already. And the problem really is that we have 5 versus 3 bell towers now. And more importantly, we have a double altar coming up. Blue team doing well again. Dehaka at the top, trying to use the global once more. And yeah, if Porky, maybe they can get something here. Stitch is trying for a play. Yeah, no. Stuns out that one. Yeah. Dehaka is trying to retake at the top, but this is getting dangerous because now again you're missing both of your well, you're missing the bell tower at the bottom of the map, and the double altar is coming up now. So they have retaken that. 5 versus 3 up top. Dehaka is trying. Might just be able to get it in time. 8 seconds, a little bit more. One more minion wave. Stukov is back. So is Brightwing using the global right away. 30k is the upper hand right now. They know it too. If they get both of the channels, they could end the game. As long as Dehaka doesn't take. Yeah, there's the first channel, and now it's all about the bottom. 3 points on the core. 3 points. Here we are. Dehaka had to move back down. 30k is in such a great spot now to win the game and force map number 5. And a great spot here. Once again, Caterpillar gets attacked. Liam interrupted. Who gets the kill? Who's able to get the kill? Legacy with a channel. Gets interrupted again. They're trying for Cure, if they can kill him. Cure was the biggest problem the entire game for them. For such a long time. He was always the one finding the kill in the back. Another channel. Liam gets stunned out. Nintori went deep for this. They're controlling the space around the altar so well. There's the barbecue in the choke point. Uther is down. He has redemption. Uther's gonna be back, I think. I think he has redemption. Uther will be back. Can they get a kill? So much sustain! Urel, and she's gone! She's just gone! Urel is dead. The fountain gets popped. I think they're going to be able to survive to fight another day. Caterpillar again gets attacked. Lunara is still ready. 4 versus 5, and 30k just doesn't give a shit. They still fight for it. They still want it. They fight for it. Brightwing is a little bit low. Dehaka is moving in deep. Once again, the Hellgate play. Lunara! And they go for Junkrat and they take him down. It's crazy. It's just insane. Urel is gone. It doesn't matter. Lunara goes for the channel. This is game. The interrupt doesn't happen. They make it happen. This is map number 5. What an insane series. They take the victory on Towers of Doom and force the 5th map. GG. Well played. What a banger of a series, guys. What an absolute banger. Garden of Terror is our final map. 30k able to win it on Towers of Doom. And I gotta give some kudos here to the Squeal team. I saw that comp and I was really skeptical. Obviously they lost, but I think against any other team, they would have won that handily. So many good moments by them, and 30k just couldn't be broken, no matter how many they lost. So insanely well done. Shout out to 30k. And also, of course, to the Squeal team for just an incredible series that they're playing here. Now we're heading into Garden of Terror. It is the final map, and the map choice was made by Porky and his team. So they chose the map. They want to go for another big one. But yeah, I was skeptical when I saw the comp, and they just made it work. They nearly won. It was so close. Some of those fights, seriously, when Tracer, for example, are connected, I believe there were many moments when Uther, if he just can stun a bit faster, if we get that lurking arm half a second earlier, that heroes like Tracer and, for example, Lunara won't be able to escape, and once that they are gone, it's a problem. But also the willingness and the ability of 30k to go into some of these fights, even after they lost Legacy on Brightwing, and just come in, fight it out with a numbers disadvantage, because they're saying, like, guys, we can still take this, their cooldowns are all used, this is the moment. So very well done. Love the series. Great. And now, of course, the conclusion. This is the final one. Squeal team has taken the initial lead in the best of 5. Now they still have a chance to win the series here. But 30k has built up some momentum for themselves and is trying to get to the grand final now. Can they do it? Well, we'll see. But now we get Brightwing as our first pick, so Legacy does not even hesitate. They're getting him the Fruit Fly immediately. Maiev continuously banned against Cure. We have also Blaze banned. We get Hogger and Junkrat. It's actually kind of funny to me that Junkrat is now being banned. I guess it's also be a soft ban against the Stitches comp. But that leaves Sylvanas open, and Brandon is locking her in together with Lucio. So, Sylvanas Lucio is what kicks things off for us on Garden of Terror. So yeah, Sylvanas is always nice for split pushes when you are on a big map, and then once that you get the objective, of course, she's amazing there as well. Now we're getting a double pick with Urel and with Hanzo. Liam is kind of funny to me because it's a little bit like Dequaza whenever he plays just over and over again Blaze, and Liam, of course, he wants Urel. Is his hero, so every time that he can, he goes for the blue space goat, and well, there it is. So together with that, we get Hanzo for Madara. Arrows galore. They ban Zeratul. They're really looking at Cure, and they're like, okay, what are we having to deal with? And what is Cure going to take? Are we going to get another Tracer play for him? Like, what is going to be the choice? Genji is up. I think, what was it? Game number 1, game number 2, when he started to play Genji and he just got absolutely destroyed. Am I mixing this up? I'm pretty sure I'm mixing this up. Cure had a couple of tough moments in some of the earlier maps today. I believe in the first series that they played, but I don't think it was Genji. I think that was actually in a different series. It was Roger, if I'm not mistaken. Either way, whatever it is, Genji is still a possible choice, so they could play him here. So with that, Quick double pick. Let's see what's it for the red team. What is Porky playing this time? Muradin. Every single time these days when I see Porky play Muradin, I'm having a bad feeling because I always expect that level 10 to kick in and him just saying like, Avatar, I don't need it. I'm gonna go for the playmaker game and I make the game-winning move, and I just don't see it happening. But we have Greymane now. Diablo is up, but if Caterpillar picks, this is actually one of the few times that they don't pick a tank early. So maybe Jojo now instead of, yep, there she is, instead of Diablo. And there's Genji. So again, for the Hanzo Genji Cup, they go for Hanzo Genji. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the draft. Garden of Terror. Final choice for the final map now. We still need something for Naz on the side lane, but this is it. They go for the Vikings. Final map, and we get the Vikings, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely love it. What a fantastic series. Let's go, Garden of Terror. Game number 5, the final map, ladies and gentlemen, and it is a Vikings game. Awesome, good stuff. So, over on the left side, Madara with Hanzo for 30k. We got Cure playing Genji. We got Liam on Urel, Legacy on Brightwing, and Caterpillar is playing Johanna. On the right side of the map, in the meantime, the Squeal team with Porky on Muradin. We're getting Chaotic on Greymane, Nintori on Lucio, Brandon on Sylvanas, and Nas is playing the Vikings. Quick break for Cure, apparently, who needed to go to the bathroom, but we're good to go, and I don't blame him. After the last game, I would definitely, I mean, yeah. Some of those games just absolutely fire. So, what are we getting here? We have the Vikings on Garden of Terror. It's a big map, and obviously now here come those global plays that we've been hoping for. We had a few Viking bans already throughout the tournament, specifically in the round robin phase. But I just want to... Oh, they're already going for the top. And for Caterpillar, there's the stun. Nicely timing it out around Muradin and the Iron Skin from Jana. But the 4-man is there. So basically what's happening whenever you're playing the Vikings is that normally you want to go around with a very strong 4-man. The Vikings are holding the experience on lane. It's, by the way, one of the reasons why they banned Zeratul as well. At the moment when they did, it didn't really hit me. And I think most people didn't register it because Zeratul is just something that Cure is known for. And it really just felt like, hey, this is an anti-Cure ban now. We just don't want him to have a hero that can just chase us down. But Zeratul is really nice at moving in from the side, unseen, take down the Vikings and really destroy them. Now, of course, you still have mobile heroes like Genji who can... well, it can do the same thing, chase them, but it's not quite the same. So I really like the way that they've been approaching the draft and how they played around their opponent in this case. But as it stands right now, we have still camps taken, the 1 minute mark has passed, so in Garden of Terror one of the most important things is always that you're starting to do some serious damage towards those camps, take them early, drop them onto the lane, and seems like 30k is actually trying to be aggressive here. I like that. Not something that you see a whole lot, and they nearly got chaotic with this. So, job well done. While Urel is claiming this at the bottom of the map. So, they are playing around this a little bit. The Vikings not being part of it. And now the push at the top. Oh! Madara goes down! Alright! That is a very different situation. Because now you have Greymane and Sylvanas on the wall. Greymane and Sylvanas are an absolute devastating composition if you are able to get them onto any structures. Sylvanas just disables everything, Greymane comes in walking form and murders it. And they are instantly taking the entire wall out, and now they're even moving in for the fort. Even if they don't destroy that thing. We are 2 minutes into the game and they just dropped 50% of the HP of the top side fort. That's insane. And that just all happened with a single kill and then that combo of Sylvanas plus Greymane pushing through. If you have Vikings, this is exactly what you're looking for. Get Sylvanas and Greymane to push hard, rotate them in, and just abuse the hell out of them. So that was exactly the way that they want to apply pressure here. They get a kill, and they instantly use the composition to take the opponent out. But, yeah. Well done. I mean, right now, we have 1 kill to 0. That's all. Nothing really more happening. Vikings are going to be dropped probably a bit, but that's about it. And yeah, now at the top, obviously, this is going to be the first thing they are going to try and take out. If you can remove these forts early on in the game, it will allow you to get in a lot of pressure, and they really want this. They're even willing to sacrifice a hero for it. Or not? Damn. Murdered with a Stormbolt, that didn't connect either. They have Lucio for this as well. He's actually gonna die. But Lucio allows them to rotate between the lanes even faster. So this entire combo is just a Vikings player wet dream at the end of the day. It's exactly what you want. Now, well, let's see how far they can go with this. Eric is gone. It would be amazing if they can win with Vikings here against them. So, yeah. But, alright. So, the seed is taken. And 30k, I mean, if they have anything, then it is game experience and knowledge about how to deal with situations like this one. So it's a kill for a kill, a little bit ahead in experience even. Structures, yes, that's a problem. And now the Winions are taking out the first fort at the top of the map. So that's 4 minutes into the game where we're getting some map pressure from the Squeal team. They have the Vikings now rotating around accordingly. And 30k is still looking for kills, and they find them. They go for Lucio again. Job well done. And this is all happening even without heroics, because once that we have a blessed shield, then a situation like that is going to lead to an even quicker kill, like we saw in this particular instance. At level 7, we get Skullcracker. Vikings are still chased a little bit. Spin to win is in for a bit more wave clear on the side of the Vikings. And Porgy missing the Stormbolt. Madara moving over to the left here. Brandon with Sylvanas eating tons of damage and being forced to tap the fountain, as Chaotic has to even half because he doesn't have the cooldown. And Porky just jumps in, he doesn't care. Porky, I mean, honestly, like, he's looking for honorable Sudoku here. Jumped in and just died. What? He's a bit too excited, isn't he? I'm not quite sure if there was a miscommunication where he expected the rest of the team to follow up and to come back in, but that was not the move that they were looking for. Yeah. He just jumped into 4 people. Probably didn't have full vision and expected less to be there, but that was weird. Now we have a situation in which 30k is likely going to walk away with another seed, and that will be the second one for them. Brandon is trying to interrupt it and can. Oh, with level 10. That arrow. I like it. Gutsy from Madara. The second he sees that wave coming, he throws the arrow. But here comes level 10. And somehow they've done it. Porky! Avatar! And he still dies. Porky still dies. Went for Avatar. They tried to get the channel and couldn't. Uh-oh, and Vikings died. Basically, the bearded boys are being taken down by Genji. First, it's Eric, and then Murden. Actually, the other way around. Second, seed is now taken, while the Vikings do some damage down at the bottom of the map. So, yep. I gotta give it to the Squeal team. That's a lot of aggressive plays by them. They are risking something even in game number 5, which I can certainly appreciate. And to be absolutely fair, the blue team has also already taken a few risks with some aggressive plays that they made, but they are now in a position where they have 5 kills to 1. So just looking at the kill count, this is going one way. Now if you're playing Vikings, obviously the team fights are going to kick in for you a bit later. Normally you wait until level 16 when the Vikings can really participate in big battles. Before that, it's mostly just, yeah, macro plays, and you trying to get kills with the 4-man and then capitalizing on it. But yeah, down here now, Holy, and then they're going for Balog, dropping him. More camps taken. Yeah, even Genji in the middle gets attacked, but Cure is totally aware of the situation, so he dashes out very swiftly. We have 13 coming in soon. And yeah, well, the seed claimed. This one is not going to get contested. So this seed is going to get taken. This is going to be the first one for them, but there is still a lead for the blue team, of course, on the seed count. So they still get a couple of those additional camps on the map, the Siege Giants in this case. We have 10,000 damage for Sylvanas. That's the top damage for the red team. But look over to Hanzo, he's on 29,000. Genji is on 20, so doubling and tripling Sylvanas' damage. Showcasing again the different playstyles with the different compositions here. On the one hand, you have a team comp that is really designed to control the macro game and run the Vikings for now. And on the other, you have someone that wants to team fight, wants to force these battles, and wants to go for quick kills and therefore get an advantage in the game. So very different approaches at this point. And one fort is destroyed. So on structures, it's really still the Squeal team that is ahead. Now, this can still change, but you can tell that they're having a bit of a harder time making moves for structures now. This whole get Sylvanas and Greymane onto structures play has not manifested itself again after the fort at the top lane has fallen. Now Vikings by now with the Nordic attack squad on level 13, with 16 the stun for Olaf with Largen and Charges going to kick in. The problem is really that now it is time for the first set of Garden Terrors to potentially approach. So 30k wants it, and the Squeal team has to do something about it. Can they though? That's the question. In experience, the lead goes to the blue team, and this is, yep, there they are. Garden Terrors are in the house. Greymane and Sylvanas should help with that. They shouldn't suffer too much here. If they play their cards right, they should be able to defend this fairly easily, but I would be surprised if not at least one fort falls. So 30k has an opportunity here to bring back the structural advantage that the Squeal team has and tie it up. Maybe even get a bit ahead themselves. But there are some very strong heroes when it comes to taking the objective out. And the arrow gets dodged again. So nicely done. Madara YOLOs out another one, but that it's nothing but that space. So well played. Urel trying to come in here too. Silence for just a second as the Wailing Arrow comes out. They're looking for the kill at the bottom and can't find it. But the fort in the middle now gets destroyed. And while everybody is just scrambling here and Pork is trying to get out, Muradin gets crushed. He's gone. The fort at the bottom of the map is still standing. The one at the top has also been defended. So, yeah. It's a bit of a wild one now because all of a sudden the leading experience has just absolutely been extended to nearly, actually a level. Full level lead for them and level 16 talents, so that allows them to jump onto the lane and take some of these forts out after all. So the bottom one falls, meaning the objective has now granted them 2 forts and even a bit of a lead. Nice little play here in an attempt to steal the camp away, but nicely done. Uh-oh, chaotic, Greymane, and he gets out. Greymane is able to get out. That topside fort though, once that if the blue team goes in, they're gonna take it quickly. Yeah, the Squeal team is struggling a bit. With level 16, maybe they can finally use Olaf in fights and get another stun out and then build on that. But 30k feels very comfortable right now. They've taken 2 forts out. They essentially are in a position where they can easily take the third. Genji can at any moment move towards the top and claim it. Now we have Largen in charge. Muradin went into stone form. We're getting also Will of the Forsaken. So a lot of really good tools. Yep, and here comes Kyo. Exactly as expected, goes for the fort, takes it out, wants to get the Vikings, and is able to do that too. So Eric is dropped. But they're invading down here. There's a single seed to the name of Squeal team. Attack is already happening. Urel is jumping in, the arrow, and this time it connects. And it connects hard. Blessed Shield as a follow-up. Sylvanas gets murdered. They go for Muradin. Avatar saves the day, maybe not. Genji still wants him. Liam is there too. Damn, they really want Muradin. And he misses the jump. No. So yeah, Muradin is dead too, guys. That's 9 kills to 1. Yeah. And the Vikings are getting farmed too. Boy, this is bad. That lead in experience is getting extended and extended. 30k. God, I feel really sorry for the Squeal team. Not only winning a map, but taking the lead and winning 2, and then this happens. The balls they had to just go for the double support Stitches comp in game number 4 that nearly worked out for them, that got them so close to a victory in the best of 5 series. And then in game number 5, they're just saying, alright boys, time to unleash the Vikings and see what we can do with that. It's not over yet, of course, and I come back. I mean, if anything, I'm not going to count them out because we've seen them multiple times now to just move through a lane after they essentially already lost the game in this series too. So yeah, it would be a huge mistake to count them out. Remember how they won 2 of their games. So yeah, but it is again an uphill battle. I mean, they seem to thrive in these situations, I suppose, but it's still going to be a tough one. So they have now the Vikings. Maybe they can make a play here. 1 seed for a seed. Level 20 is also gonna be ready soonish. So maybe they can now go and take the seed before level 20 kicks in. Brightwing was trying to get some extra XP for the blue team at the bottom of the map to get them closer to it. I would have expected the Vikings to play more of a role here, but so far that's not the case. Instead they're going in and they take down Genji. Genji is gone, and that's what I've been talking about. That stun from Olaf, contributing in the battle, getting a quick one here too, but level 20 is still going to kick in a minute. So if they want to prevent that second seed to be taken, if they want to delay this further, then they have to get the Vikings into the action. And very quickly at that. Brightwing, they're zoning for him. One Viking down, still interrupting, trying to go for another kill. And the Vikings also with the respawn, still looking for another stun here. So yeah, Largen in charge, already used. Caterpillar. Oh, Caterpillar in trouble. Jojo, and she's able to get out. Johanna is still alive. Greymane, the turnaround attempt against him, but the seed likely going to be shadowed now. I actually expected the Vikings to do it, and they didn't. Instead, they're jumping down at the bottom of the map. Again, oh my god, no, Lucio is gone. Lucio is gone, and boy, oh boy, are they suffering now. Greymane and Muradin follow. They're taking 3 heroes down, and this is disastrous now for the Squeal team. Level 20 advantage, a big one for 30k. Madara is YOLOing out all the arrows. He's saving the good one for the next series. But yeah, the Vikings are still pushing catapults in, trying their best here. But the seed is going to be taken eventually by the blue team. And they're fully in the driver's seat here now. Then again, half a level until the Squeal team has level 20 talents themselves. Maybe that changes things again. Maybe they can do something with that. As I said before, I wouldn't count them out. Genji wants a piece of the action here. It's a little bit too much, I guess. Lucio's back. Greymane in a moment. They can still defend here. They didn't lose too much. They lost the seed. Losing the seed is the most annoying part. But then again, they should have level 20 for the next fight. On the damage output, 34,000 for Sylvanas. We get 30,000 for Greymane. 93k for Hanzo. 93k. Yup, not bad. 6-digit club incoming for him. So, seed is spawning in 14, and they're grabbing level 20 in the middle of the map. Right here, that wave is plenty to get them to 20. That gives us the Fury of the Storm, of course. Muradin is now going for Rewind, and that is something that Porky absolutely loves to use. Yeah, go for those double jumps and double Storm Bolts, my friend. So, yeah. Oh, talking Porky. No! Not even using his ult! He thought he had Haymaker. Chaotic gets killed too. No way. No! Just as they have level 20. And now they are getting wrecked. That seed is the third. There's the Garden Terrors right there. And boy, oh boy. 15 kills to 2. I think that was the one moment where they might have had a chance to bring it back with that level 20 fight. But instead what we're getting is Garden Terrors that will likely end the game right now. Sad moment here. It looked alright for a moment or two. But now here comes 30k. They move on to the grand final, don't they? This is the chance where they can go for the core. They're already on it. They keep in the middle of Falls too. But here comes 30k. They were struggling in that series. Big shout out to the Squeal team. Such a great performance for them, and they really forced 30k to dig deep. But at the end of the match, it's still the blue team that wins the best of 5 series with a 3-2 victory. GG, and well played.